Good evening. The October 7th, 2025 final public hearing and regular board meeting is now in order. I would like to welcome my fellow board members and the public. I would like to take this opportunity to remind the public that the appropriate place for public participation in the meeting is during your individual public comment opportunity as identified on the agenda. Outside of your individual public comment opportunity, your role in this meeting is as an observer. Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Trent?
Here.
Mr. Susan?
Here.
Ms. Campbell?
Here.
Ms. Wright?
Here.
Mr. Thomas?
Here.
At this time, the board would like to hold a moment of silence. I invite the audience to join. Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight, we have two proclamations on the agenda. I would like to invite Yvette Cruz to the podium to read our first proclamation, the National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Whereas October is recognized across the nation as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a time dedicated to raising awareness about the impact of breast cancer, supporting those affected, and promoting education and early detection. And whereas breast cancer is one of the most common cancers among women in the United States, and its impact is felt deeply within our Brevard County community among families, friends, colleagues, and neighbors. And whereas advances in research, treatment, and preventative care offer hope and improved outcomes, underscoring the importance of education, access to health care, and continued advocacy. And whereas Brevard Public Schools recognizes the importance of routine screenings and help empower individuals with knowledge about risk factors, stands with survivors, honors those we have lost, and supports families, staff, and students impacted by this disease. And now therefore be it resolved that the School Board of Brevard County does hereby proclaim October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and be it further resolved that throughout our district, we encourage all students, employees, families, and community members to join us in raising awareness, supporting those affected, and advancing the fight against breast cancer. Adopted by the members of the Brevard Public School Board of Brevard County, Florida, at the regular board meeting thereof held the 7th of October.
Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Ms. Wright will read our second, the Parents' Rights Month proclamation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. It's my honor tonight to read the Parental Rights Appreciation Month. Whereas parents and guardians are in the best position to know their own child's needs and circumstances, and therefore should maintain authority over all decisions that could impact the health and well-being of their children. And whereas the fundamental right of parents and guardians over the upbringing of their children has been unequivocally established in the United States. And whereas Brevard Public Schools recognizes Florida Statute 1014.01 through .06 entitled the Parents' Bill of Rights. Whereas Brevard Public Schools recognizes its duty under Florida Statute 1001.42 to adopt procedures for notifying a student's parent, guardian, if there is a change in the student's services or monitoring related to the student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being, and the school's ability to provide a safe and supportive learning environment for the student, in order to reinforce the fundamental right of parents and guardians to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children, as described in Florida Statute 1001.42. Whereas Brevard Public Schools believes that all academic success begins by embracing these fundamental parental rights in our educational institutions. And whereas it is essential that parents' and guardians' voices are respected and incorporated into the development of academic curricula to ensure that their children are receiving an appropriate education. And whereas the Brevard Public School Board believes that education must focus on academic subjects and without exception should not include personal bias, personal political opinions, or indoctrination. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the School Board of Brevard designates the month of October as Parental Rights and Appreciation Month. Be it further resolved that the Brevard Public School Board affirms our commitment to honor and celebrate the rights of parents to direct the well-being and education of their children, and all employees will uphold the traditional partnership between teachers, students, and parents by directly communicating with and involving parents in the education of their children. Adopted by the members of the Brevard Public School Board, Brevard County, Florida, at the regular board meeting thereof held the 7th of October, 2025.
Very good.
Do we have a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye. And, Mr. Chair, if I may, we have a guest in the audience tonight that I would like to present a copy of this proclamation to. She has been a crusader behind parental rights in Florida, and really on a national scale. So if I could just invite Ms. Patty Sullivan up to the mic to say a couple words, and I would like to give her a copy of this.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank you for this. For those who don't know, the Parents Bill of Rights began as a conversation around my dining room table in 2012. And little did my family know, my husband and I know, that it would take 9 years to actually finally get the Parents Bill of Rights passed. In the meantime, other groups arose because of some things that happened to bring parental rights to the forefront. I'm grateful for that. But taking 9 years to get one simple common sense paragraph passed ultimately became the Parents' Bill of Rights in 2021. I'm very grateful that we do have elected officials like you that recognize and honor the parental rights that we have fundamentally given to us by God. And I just want to say thank you very much for this proclamation. And it's based on the Parents' Bill of Rights. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan.
All right.
All right.
That brings us to the adoption of the agenda. Dr. Rendell.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On this evening's agenda, we have 32 consent items, 20 public hearing items, 1 action items. We have no information items. Changes made to the agenda since it was released to the public include the following. Revised were C1, administrative staff recommendations, and F6, instructional staff recommendations. Removed was A5, entertainment, and A8, teacher leadership council fellowship pinning.
Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell? Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan? Mr. Susan?
Here. Yep.
Aye.
I said aye.
Ms.
I don't know
Wright?
if you didn't hear me. I said aye.
All right. We are now at the administrative staff recommendations. Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell? Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Dr. Rendell.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, we'd like to congratulate and recognize Elizabeth Foster on her promotion to assistant principal at Indialantic Elementary School. Congratulations.
Thank you to the board, my principal, and school family for supporting me in this move, and thank you to my husband and children who are embarking on this journey with me. I'm excited to begin this next chapter at Indialantic and continue to help our Eagles soar.
So, Mr. Chair, if we could take a brief recess to take some pictures, that'd be awesome.
Certainly. We'll take a short break. I would like to introduce Mr. Timpson, District Operations, to the podium for the 2025-2026 Florida Safe Schools Assessment Report.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Dr. Rendell and the school board. I'm here as the district school safety specialist to give our annual FSAT report of the schools visited and inspected by myself and also the state. So we'll start off with the statute that reads, excuse me, annually during the first quarter of every school year, the school safety specialist shall report to the district school board in a public meeting the number of schools inspected during the preceding calendar year and the number and percentage of schools in compliance during the initial inspection and re-inspection. These are some of the compliance deficiencies that myself, along with the state representative, that we're looking for at schools. In terms of safety, we're looking at classroom doors, exterior gates and doors, threat assessment paperwork, threat team certification, hard corners and safe spaces, emergency drills, and fire drills as well. The district compliance visits. We're mandated by the state to conduct annual unannounced inspections using the form adopted by the Office of Safe Schools pursuant to the Florida statute of all public schools, including charter schools, while school is in session, and investigate the reports of noncompliance with school safety requirements. On the slide here, you'll see the number of schools inspected were 105. The number of schools in compliance were 55. The percentage of schools in compliance was 53%. The number of schools not compliant was 50. The percentage of schools not compliant was 47%. The number of schools compliant after correction was 50. So my job as the district school safety specialist when I'm on these inspections is to make sure that we are compliant. So before I leave the campus, within that time frame or the very next day, we make sure that our schools are in compliance. The state visits. The office shall conduct unannounced inspections of all public schools, including charter schools, while school is in session, triennially, and investigate reports of noncompliance with school safety requirements. Here is what our state representative, when she came by, the number of schools inspected was 34. The number of schools in compliance was 14. The percentage of schools in compliance was 41%. The number of schools not compliant was 20. The number of schools compliant after the re-inspection was 34. So all the schools, as of the end of last year, were compliant. Things were corrected, and our district was in good standing. Now, just to give you a comparison with regards to the deficiencies statewide, and this is a synopsis of 67 school districts throughout the state. These are some of the deficiencies that came in under the reporting for the state. Their tallies were campus access doors not closed or locked, requested documentation was not provided at the time of the site visit, threat assessment team training not complete, classroom doors not closed, locked when occupied by students, or identified safest areas not marked clearly and conspicuously. So to put that in perspective, our statewide, the schools statewide, public and charter, were right around 50% in terms of compliance. And so if that, to compare where we are, we're at 50%, just like the rest of the state. And these are the areas that the state as a whole has to clean up. And so we're well on our way doing visits now. This year, schools are doing very well with making sure that access doors are closed, doors are not sticking, safe areas are marked very efficiently. And so we're on a good pace to certainly do better than we did last year. So I'm happy to report that, and our campuses are doing well. Our schools are working very hard to make sure that we're compliant. So we're well on our way to do better and outpace the state statistics. That is all. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Always good, always good. It's good, we feel very comfortable knowing that you're out there and in our schools. So we've had nothing but good reports back, and that you're to the point, but we appreciate what you're doing for us. Board, do you have anything else you want to add?
Ms. Gimbel looks like
Yeah, I've
she's
just
got
got
a
a
mic
couple
first.
questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Timpson. When, last year you guys talked to us about issuing uniform markers for those safe corners. So have those all been installed in the schools, in the classrooms?
Yes, ma'am.
So if a
Throughout the-
substitute is at one school and they go to another school, they're.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that.
It's uniform. We have the stickers up, so you go from one school to the other. It's the same throughout, and most of the schools they like the idea that it's consistent throughout. So we appreciate you guys signing off on that because now it's uniform throughout the district. So no matter where you go, you know that is our hard corner for safety for our kids during an active assailant drill or an active shooting.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And I just had a question about like the process of the visits, especially when the state comes in. If they come in and, you know, some of these things are the threat, the paperwork was not provided. If they come in and the person who knows where the paperwork is not there and doesn't get it, I mean, does that gets counted for that visit as non-compliant, correct?
Well, in most cases where the principal is not in, the assistant principal, someone has to know about the safety
Right.
protocols and procedures in the school. So they know that, so someone can talk them through that. So, but the deficiencies that we have, it can be something as simple as the hard corner fell off the wall, and the state will ding you for that. You know,
Gotcha.
someone may not have their certificate in the binder, and the state will ding you for that. So these are some little things. We're not having doors propped, we're not having gates propped, which are big no-nos. We're not having those things. It's some little things that we are in the process of cleaning up, and if they're aware of it, they're doing the very best they can to clean those things up.
That's awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. All right. We appreciate it.
Can I just say, listen, I'm very grateful for your work here. Honestly, having you here is a huge blessing to our district. With the knowledge base that you have, I look forward to this year's report being much better than 50%, even if they're just technical things. Safety is of the utmost concern, I think, to everyone sitting up here. At least I know it is for myself with my own child sitting in one of these classrooms. I want to make sure that every child is going home safely. So whatever we can do, whatever help you need from the board's perspective, if you're having any issues, please let us know. I myself am guilty of walking schools and checking doors and doing all that stuff, which I know I'm not officially supposed to be doing that,
It's
but
hard
I
not to.
want to know that the doors are locked and that
Yes, ma'am.
the campus is safe. So I appreciate your work and looking forward to seeing higher numbers of pass rates here on the next one, okay?
We're on our way. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I wanted to say I had an opportunity, I've been, if you can give me just a second, I'm sorry. I've been around as he's been checking up on schools and stuff like that and watched some of the principals running around like their hair's on fire sometimes to make sure that they get it all done. And you're so professional. And then I had the honor of having a conversation with you the other day for a little while where you were talking about some of the things. We are blessed to have him running this part of our organization, and I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just wish that the Penn State football team had somebody like yourself that would actually
That
lead
was
it.
not nice.
Anyways, thank you for all your work. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So just before Mr. Timpson goes, first of all, he did play at Penn State, so that's what that's about. So, just for the members of the viewing audience, for your awareness, this is not the only report the board gets. This is the public-facing report with a little bit of data.
Yeah.
We actually have a closed session, shade session, whatever, session behind closed doors where we go a little deeper into detail into the reports that Mr. Timpson has accumulated, you know, any areas of deficiencies where we notice trends across the district that we will address. So there is more information that is shared with the board, but it's not public-facing because it's security information. So this isn't it. If you think this is all it is, it's like 5 slides and that's it. No, it's a rather lengthy presentation, you know, that details his work over the course of the year and the work of everybody in the buildings, making sure they comply. Because, you know, just one unlocked gate or one unlocked door could lead to tragedy. So, you know, even if they're little things, we got to make sure they get corrected. And he does a fantastic job. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're at the public comments portion of the meeting. Paul, how many?
4 right now.
We have 4 speakers. Each will receive 3 minutes. Our attorney will call the speakers in order in which they signed up to speak. Mr. Gibbs?
Bill Perlman, Jennifer Hopkins, Bernard Bryan, Quinn Dykes.
How many do we have?
4.
Quattro. Yeah, I took the over.
So did Megan.
Good evening, Board and Dr. Rendell. I'm Bill Perlman, retired Brevard teacher. I wanted to address item F31 on tonight's agenda, giving the superintendent a bonus of $10,000 on top of his current salary, which is somewhere between $250,000 and $265,000. The amendment to this contract says he provided, quote, "excellent leadership despite the school board not specifically setting any goals," end quote. Can we just pause for a second to wrap our heads around the fact that you didn't specify any goals for Dr. Rendell to receive this windfall? Who does that? And let me address your assertion of excellent leadership. I know this board loves to exclaim that we're an A school district for 2 years in a row, and that, of course, is great. But I bet the public would be surprised to learn that Brevard actually got a 65%, 65 points out of 100. 65% is not an A for most people. A student in Brevard with a 65% gets a D, but a district gets an A. There are lots of ways to determine excellent leadership. I would suggest you focus more closely on academic performance of our students under Dr. Rendell's leadership. So the data I'm going to share with you comes from the Florida Department of Education, their EduData portal, which is edudata.fldoe.org. A few points to consider. Only 62% of our students achieved a passing score on English language arts states assessments and end-of-course assessments. Yep, 62% passed the reading tests. Only 59% of third graders were measured on grade level in English language arts. Yeah, 59% of third graders were on or above grade level in reading. Scores in mathematics were similarly disappointing. Learning gains in reading and math were both under 60%. Learning gains measures the percentage of students who achieved a learning gain from the prior year to the current year. So less than 60% of our students had a learning gain in a year's time. Still think Dr. Rendell is entitled to a $10,000 bonus? Raising any of those metrics that I just shared with you would be more appropriate goals than being an A-rated district. I know our students and teachers are working hard, but here's a suggestion. Focus on student achievement, not student pronouns and nicknames. Do better. Brevard deserves better.
Hey,
Jennifer-
Mr. Chair, can I take just a second?
Yeah, sure.
Dr. Rendell, could you talk about some of our achievement data? Because it seems to be misplaced with some of the comments by that individual. There was some significant achievement data that we had in the last year. Can you just give us a little bit of that, just to correct the speaker?
To be honest, Mr. Susan, I don't see the point in doing that right now.
Okay.
We've had workshops, we've shown all kinds of data improvement, graduation rate increase, attendance rate increase. Other data, such as the amount of employee retention rate has increased over the last year. There's all kinds of data we've already talked about.
Okay, just wanted to give you the opportunity.
Yeah.
When people misplace information, just wanted to.
And we are an A district,
Yep,
right?
yeah, last time I checked, yep.
Thought so. Thank you. Next.
Jennifer Hopkins, Bernard Bryan, then Quinn Dykes.
Good evening. My name is Jen. I'll be speaking to Agenda Item F5, Reproduction, Health, and Disease Education Materials. I want to begin by reminding us all of the district's own anti-harassment and non-discrimination notice, which explicitly states that the district does not discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation, transgender status, or gender identity. And yet the district is actively discriminating against transgender and non-binary students. You cannot say you don't discriminate on the basis of gender identity and then refuse to recognize students' identities. It's harmful, and it undermines the trust you're supposed to build with all the students. In the introduction of both the 6th grade and high school curriculum guide, it says the Brevard Public Schools 2008 Human Sexuality Curriculum Guide was developed after receiving input from committees with parent, teacher, administrative, medical, and religious community representatives. First, I want to address the role of religious community representatives in reviewing or influencing instructional materials for public school students. While everyone in our community has the right to participate, religious doctrine should never guide public school curriculum decisions. Second, I want to draw attention to the fact that the current reproductive health materials in use were published in 2015. That's a full decade ago. There are updated materials available now, even from the same publisher. Why are we holding on to outdated content when we have better tools within reach? I would like to acknowledge that some components of the curriculum are appropriate and medically accurate. Teaching that abstinence is the only mostly effective way to prevent pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections is a fact-based approach, and I do support that. With that said, there are still caveats that must be included as part of a well-informed conversation. The curriculum goes a step further, however, by promoting abstinence until marriage, a concept that is both ideologically rooted and wholly unnecessary in a public school setting. Framing abstinence in the context of marriage introduces a moral judgment that does not reflect the diversity of modern life. Public education must be based on science, not personal or religious values. As stated in the introduction to the curriculum guides, parents have the right and responsibility to educate their children about human sexuality. Targeted opportunities for families to think about and share their attitudes about human sexuality are presented with each lesson geared to foster student-parent communication about this important but often sensitive topic. As long as this is encouraging conversation at home between students and families, I am on board. I think it's important to teach evidence-based science at school and allow parents and other family members to contribute to that education in the way that they feel comfortable outside of the school environment. So this evening, I'm asking this board to hold off on approving the same reproductive health and disease education materials. I think it's time to reframe the conversation to exclude religious or even political influence and include updated source material. There will be some cost incurred in this effort, but perhaps Dr. Rendell will be willing to donate his bonus to the cause. Just something to consider. Thank you.
Bernard Bryan, followed by Quinn Dykes.
Thank you. My name is Bernard Bryan, and I represent the South Brevard branch of the NAACP, as well as the concerned citizens of South Brevard. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Rendell and thank you, members of the school board, that have responded to my texts as well as to my emails. So thank you so much. One of the things that is still ringing in my head is the impact of losing $30 million due to a loss of students' enrollment, and I do understand that this problem is statewide, so I'm not downplaying that at all. But one of the things that I would like to see some visibility of is what is the impact? How are you going to deal with this major challenge over the next couple of years, because we know that the financial revenue is going to be decreasing within the next couple of years. So what the community is asking, please share with us, I'm not going to say your strategic plan, okay, but what is the impact, okay? When I think about impact, I'm thinking about the direct labor, I think about the overhead impact, I think about those staffings that may be impacted by that. So if you could share that with us, I really would appreciate it. And I do understand,
We gotta stick to the agenda item.
I think you might be talking about your non-agenda item,
No, I also, it's 98,
which is,
is that 9800, is that non-agenda? It's about charter school impact.
Oh, the policies.
okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You got it in there somewhere. You're good.
You listed G1 charters, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so can I?
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah. Go ahead. Absolutely.
We weren't tracking with you.
No, you're fine.
All right, thank you.
I'll
But
even-
anyway, so we want to understand the impact, and the reason why I selected charter schools, and like I said, I do respect parental choice, because we're celebrating that today. And, but one of the things I do understand that the growth is at a pretty good rate over the last 5 years. And I have looked at the strategic plan. The strategic plan showed a 1% growth in terms of Brevard Public Schools. But here's what we need to understand. What is the impact in terms of labor? What is the impact in terms of overhead? What are those impacts so that we can understand that from a community standpoint? And I think that Brevard Public School is a great school. They have great qualities. You are a district. So I had an opportunity tonight to speak with Ms. Janet Murnahan, and she has a great department. You guys did a wonderful video on VPK, and we send that to the community. It's a wonderful thing. So I just hoping that the Brevard Public Schools would take advantage in the marketing area, such as more videos. especially in the marginalized communities, as well as even using billboard ads, because you guys are wonderful, as well as, looking at those schools that are C schools that needs that marketing boost. Because a lot of time, people make a decision, well, I don't want to go to this school because of past history. But I think that if we market those areas that needs the boost to help parents have a good understanding of how great your schools are. So thank you so much. And I'm a little bit distracted a little bit, but I just want you to understand that we want to understand what the impact is.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Bernard.
Quinn Dykes.
He's right, we do need to market our schools better.
Good evening, school board members and Dr. Rendell. My name is Quinn, and I will be speaking on F31. Tonight, I am not here to debate whether Dr. Rendell's performance did or did not warrant this $10,000 bonus. Whether Dr. Rendell deserves this is a subjective matter, which to me is not relevant to the questioning of this decision. What is not subjective is that a $10,000 bonus and the extension of his contract past the upcoming election cycle in the current state of BPS's budget is not fiscally responsible regardless of performance. A large portion of this county are advocates for avoiding deficient spending. This board has paid down BPS debt, which is great, but at least according to the budget presentation, BPS is still currently spending unsustainably according to revenue projections. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that $10,000 is enough to cover that deficit, but it surely is not an insignificant amount. It leaves me wondering why a bonus is even on the table. I would personally love to hear more from the board about how this $10,000 bonus is justifiable in the current budget climate and what the exact logic of extending a contract past an election cycle is. Why the decision to continue Dr. Rendell's contract not be up to the board that Brevard's constituents have yet to vote on in the upcoming election. Sure, that board can decide to eliminate or keep his leadership, but I would assume that would result in a very expensive contract payout this county quite frankly can't afford. An example of this is item number F30, where this board is currently paying out for a lawsuit that was initiated prior to some of the current board members being elected. This pattern to me does not seem sustainable or in the best interest of BPS. At its core, I would love to see the board prioritize Brevard students and educators over bonuses at this time. Bonuses, at least in my professional experience, have, yes, been based on performance, but also on those funds being available. I understand funds have to be spent in the specific bucket they come from, but surely there's a better way to use those $10,000 in that category. I would love to personally see that $10,000 go to maybe paying off a student lunch debt, or maybe get towards a high-performing educator. $10,000 is equal to just about 10 times the amount that these teachers received from the 2% raises this year. I would love for the board to elaborate on how this bonus and contract extension past the election benefits BPS educators and students and serves as a good way to spend funds so the community can understand that reasoning. Thank you.
That was it. All right. This concludes agenda items only public comments. We thank you for taking your time out of your schedule to address the board with your concerns and suggestions. I would like to remind the public that the board is accessible for further conversations outside of our board meetings through scheduling a meeting. We're now at the consent agenda. Dr. Rendell.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There are 32 items on the list under this category.
Thank you, Dr. Rendell. Does any board member wish to pull any of these items? No? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
The public hearing is now open to to public comments. We will, in accordance with Florida law, accept the speakers. G1, board meeting, final public hearing, proposed policy revisions. Policy 0000. Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 0131-1. Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2215, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell? Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2260, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2280, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item?
Bless you.
Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell? Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2417, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2431, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2431-1, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Second.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2455, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5121, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5136, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5330-01, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5410-01, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5460, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5500, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5514, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 5780, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 8452, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 2417, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye.
Policy 8462, is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Ms. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Trent?
Aye.
Mr. Susan?
Aye.
Ms. Wright?
Aye. Did you say a different number? I was going to say,
Yeah,
I think
he
you
got
just.
the number off, yeah.
You got the number off, and that's what I was just asking Dr. Rendell.
they're both in
8452.
there, it's just a different order.
It's
Yeah.
in the wrong order, right? That one's
a
the
different order.
AED.
Doesn't matter, we're
Okay.
good.
Changes it up.
We're good.
Sorry. I know, I was looking at it, I'm like, wait
Start
a
all
minute,
over
that's not
again
the
and go
same
back.
as what we.
We're going to start at the beginning?
Yeah, start at the top and go again.
We're good?
Okay.
All right, policy 9800. Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Is there anyone present who wishes to address this item? Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.
Ms. Campbell. Mr. Trent.
Aye.
Mr. Susan.
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
Aye.
All right. Dr. Rendell, will you please let us know about the items under the action portion of today's agenda?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The first action item is H1, renewal of a charter contract with Imagine Schools at West Melbourne.
All right, do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Paul, roll call, please.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.
Ms. Campbell.
Aye.
Mr. Trent.
Aye.
Mr. Susan.
Aye.
Ms. Wright.
We're now at board member reports. Does any board member wish to have anything further to report on or discuss? Who would like to go first?
I need a minute.
Okay, Ms. Campbell.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Gibbs and our former attorney, Amy Inval, for doing our ethics training last week. As always, they bring a wealth of knowledge and practical applications of all our scenarios that we might run into. But I also wanted to thank Lena and Allison from the superintendent's office for helping us out, and also GCR for helping make it a fun event for all our city officials who came and county officials who came from across the county, who also have to do the same training with us. It's always more fun to do what could be boring together with other people. So I just appreciate all of you for putting on a great event. I wanted to thank our Supervisor of Elections, Tim Bobanek, and Kimberly Bolsner and the staff from his office for doing the very first Your Vote is Your Voice assembly at West Shore Junior Senior High. Kicked it off in great style a couple weeks ago, and they did a great job. Students were super attentive, and I know they're going to be great. I think they've done the recording for the second one for BBS, and there's more coming. I also wanted to thank Mr. Webb, the AP there, and the West Shore staff for doing a great job also. It's my understanding there are 5 high schools left to schedule.
No, 2.
So,
Only 2.
well,
2.
5 that haven't been scheduled yet, but 2 who haven't responded yet. So we're not going to call them out tonight. But we want to make sure that all of our high school students have this opportunity to hear about their civic duty and to even have an opportunity to pre-register to vote and to hear about what elections are coming up so that they're prepared when it comes time a year from now. So I just appreciate that, the work that they're doing. And then the final thing I wanted, and at board, I've already shared this with you in an email, but I happened to be listening. I don't always listen to the State Board of Education meeting, but last time around was very interesting, so I was listening to it all the way through and happened to catch the Chairman Petty of the State Board of Education recognizing Ms. Heather Price, who is the principal of Brevard Virtual School, as the first from the whole state, the first public school employee to open up for PEP scholarships. Not only was Brevard Virtual School the first franchise virtual school in the state to open for our homeschools families who have the PEP scholarship, Ms. Price also assisted other counties trying to get on board to open their programs up to the scholarships. And then, of course, now, this year, we have opened our in-school classes for families who want to come take an a la carte, and I encourage families who are on PEP scholarships to look into that, especially when it comes to music, ROTC, CTE, all those kinds of services. We have a whole list on the district website of things that you can use your scholarship money for. And so thank you to Tara Harris, especially for that. But I wanted, since they recognize Heather Price for being the first one in the state, I wanted to make sure that we got to brag about her here at our board meeting as well. So great job, Ms. Price. We appreciate you.
Mr. Chair?
Yeah.
So I just want to make the board and the superintendent aware, if you haven't already registered to attend the State of the State coming up on October 21st. It's a event that's hosted by the Space Coast Association, Home Builders and Contractors Association, the Space Coast Association of Realtors, and Melbourne Regional Chamber, combined partnership. We'll have the state delegation there. It's a great event. There's usually about 200 people in attendance. So just want to make sure that you guys were aware of it, and if you haven't got your name on the list, please do so.
Ms. Wright?
And the date's not changing, right?
As long as they don't call a special session.
Okay, good deal, good deal. I know the date's changed a couple times. All right, I got a couple shout outs I want to give. So want to give a shout out to Tara Harris and her team back there, as well as Miss Dampier. You guys, I see you both back there. Really working hard at focusing on the academic aspect of our district. We do a lot of really wonderful things, but honing in on making sure that our children are learning everything that they need to learn. One of the great things about the leadership team packet, I don't know if you've had the chance to go through it or not, but they are now publishing the monthly reports that are showing what each school is doing, how they're moving the needle, really. And so shout out to all of our secondary principals and specifically the math teachers. Every single one of them had increases on ALEX, and that's huge. That's going to actually pay dividends as far as our students achieving more, better scores when it comes to their math. Also, I'm going to selfishly give a shout out to my middle school in the North End, Jackson Middle School, and specifically their science team there, because they led the district in the PINDA, which is our science program that they're using. So very, very happy to see all of that data moving and excited for what it looks like. Had the opportunity this morning to spend some time with Miss Back and Miss Copeland at Atlantis Elementary, and let me just say that the excitement and the enthusiasm of them getting everyone moving the same direction, and like they are on fire right now. So I am so excited for what they're going to do. I wholeheartedly believe they are going to the top. That is like their challenge. They're doing big things. They even had a custom song made that they ring like through the bell when the bell changes. That is specific to their school. I'm like, this is amazing. So contagious energy. They're doing good things, and I look forward to seeing the dividends paid for all their hard work and that team there. Other than that, I mean, we've had a lot of really fun stuff with the United Way kickoff party that happened here. Board, we were all present for that. That was a great event. Very excited for our district to be a part of that. Dr. Rendell, good job, and the GCR team on making sure that that event was so widely successful. It was huge. Still not sure why we don't have cheerleaders, and everybody rah-rah reinforced when we come in. That was a lot of fun. So other than that, I don't think I have anything else for today. Thank you.
Walk-up song.
Yeah, walk-up song and the band. It was great.
You got fire extinguishers. I think Klein could do a fire extinguisher. Come on with
Fire
smoke.
extinguisher. I don't know if that's the same
Miami.
effect. I don't
Hey,
think so.
before you jump in, Mr. Susan, I forgot, I've got two quick
Go
announcements,
ahead.
things that are going to
I'll
happen
actually
before our
relinquish
next board
some of my
meeting.
time for you.
Thank you.
Two things, one for the board and for the public. On the October the 15th is the Brevard Achievement Center Performing Arts Showcase, and it's such an inspiring performance. We have students from all across the district
Yeah.
who are in our special needs classrooms who got partnered with an artist locally, and they get on stage, and I think every student should have the opportunity for applause. And it's a great day to applaud some really great students and community leaders who come and work with them. So that is on October the 15th at the King Center at 11 o'clock. So if you can make it, board, and you don't have to have a ticket, there is an RSVP. You should have got an email from Brevard Achievement Center sometime in the last few weeks. But the other thing I wanted to announce is that on October 18th, this is also open to the public, on October 18th is the Marching Band Music Performance Assessment. It's such a great day. It's going to be at Space Coast Junior Senior High. The first bands usually start in the afternoon around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then they go all the way into the evening, and then they get their awards at the end. So it's a super fun day. If you want to just come for a few schools and go, since I get the schedule, I will be happy to pass it on to you. But it's, for the people in the public who love watching a good marching band, it's all-day marching band. So come support our students on October the 18th at Space Coast Junior Senior High.
All right, Mr. Susan.
I was going to go into a lot of these things, but I was going to give you the opportunity to discuss the opening of our soccer sports program, and that's all I have to report. So I'll give it to you.
Okay. What do
Just
you want
wanted
me
to let you know I spoke less than Ms. Campbell tonight.
did. Right. Well, I had the opportunity to spend the morning at Rockledge High School and with Miss Rachel Rutledge and the CTE program. We had a CTE tour over there, and we'll talk about impressive. I mean, we have 49 CTE programs around the county, and I had a nice little cheat sheet. It had all of them at Rockledge. I think there's about 10. Do you know, Dr. Rendell?
Sounds about right.
It's about, I think it was 10, and we visited half of them today. We brought community members, business partners in. Our GCR Communications was there. It was a big deal. They were excited for us to tour their facilities. I mean, we went through CT programs in healthcare, nursing, I think it was, the CNA program over there. Maritime, which was awesome. You know, we at Merritt Island in their simulators, I was fortunate enough to crash one of their planes in the simulator, so they wouldn't let me touch the big boats. But it's an amazing program there, which is exciting. Went through the autos. That's always an unbelievable experience, giving both our young students, both equally the girls and the guys, access to autos. He was, well, the instructor was explaining, one of the top technicians at Melbourne, Lexus of Melbourne, is a young lady who graduated just a couple years ago from Rockledge. So exciting times there. Went through drafting, digital, and they have a CT program that's where they're designing and embroidering shirts, but they also combine it with the business aspect of it, where they're doing business proposals, cost analysis, you know, pricing, invoicing. It was exciting. So spent the entire day there. So a shout out to the Rockledge administration. And in addition to that, to Rachel Rutledge and the CT program, it was exciting. So we're going to be doing that throughout the county, and some of you guys, if you haven't done the CT tours, do that. It's exciting. So that's all I have. Dr. Rendell?
That's a Mr. Susan thing.
That's a Mr. Susan thing.
Oh, well, if you say. Okay. So just so you guys know, we started the openings for the soccer for the elementary schools, and we had some good numbers all the way across. We now have starting to see some coaches starting to come out and be a part of the programs. And I had a lot of parents this week that were talking about a lot of the opportunities that they're going to be for their kids to actually play sports when they haven't been able to do the nights or the crazy schedules and the extra money for travel teams and everything else. So I just wanted to say thank you to Dr. Rendell and Mr. Raymer for their participation in this, and Mr. Kevin Robinson in making it happen. That's it. Thank you.
All right. I will mention one more thing. Since,
Yeah, it seems to be the goal.
It is.
Do you want to do one?
Yeah, might as
Well,
well.
I learned a good fact on the CTE programs. You know, programs are only good if we're actually giving these students, you know, the tools to go out and earn a living, or, you know, continue what they've learned at the high school level outside of it. And I found out today that over the past year, we had an additional 250 applicants for internships because of our CTE programs. And that's exciting. That means we're not just keeping it inside our walls, that these kids are being able to take that experience and get out in the real world and get some experiences out there. So that made a big deal, an impact on when I heard that today. And don't think that they're not telling these kids that too, that this isn't just something, you know, I was an ex-math teacher, so you always hear kids say, when am I ever going to learn, you know, use this stuff? But in those CTE programs, they know exactly when they're going to use it. And sometimes they're using it in the current year that they're taking those classes. They're actually outside in jobs and internships. So that was exciting that we heard. And it really opened the eyes of some of the people that were there from the public. Because you always hear them say, well, you know, you need to bring back trades. Well, we have, and a whole lot more. It's just called career and technical education. So it was an exciting day. So, Dr. Rendell.
Actually, I'm going to follow up on that. Recently, the Florida Department of Education released $80 million in what are called workforce capitalization grants. So these are funds that have to be spent on workforce development programs, and we applied for and got some of that money. We got $1.4 million for Brevard Public Schools, totally directed towards CTE.
That's great.
So some of those funds will go to bolster some of the programs that have been mentioned, but also some of those funds will go to seed some new programs. For example, we're going to replicate the aviation program that's at O'Galley High School. We're going to replicate that at Space Coast Junior Senior. We have a very successful fire academy at Palm Bay Magnet High School, and we're going to replicate that at Cocoa High School. So great trade programs. You know, vocational education is alive and well in Brevard County in our public schools, but thanks to the Florida Department of Education for giving us some more funds to support that. So $1.4 million in workforce cap. The other thing is October is a month for a lot of things, but it's also Principal Appreciation Month. So shout out to all of our principals out there. Thank you for all the hard work that you do. Being a school building principal, elementary, middle school, high school, whatever level, is a challenging and rewarding job. Sometimes more challenging than rewarding, sometimes more rewarding, hopefully, than challenging. And so if you see a principal out there, if you know a principal out there, please thank them. We've pushed some stuff out on our social media site. So if you follow us on social media, make sure you mention your favorite principal or anything like that. We have a lot of stuff going on out there. We do have a principals meeting this Thursday, and we're going to do some fun things for them to show our appreciation. But not just the entire month, but all the time, if you can, say thank you to a principal for the hard work that they do. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I think we're ready to take a short recess before the non-agenda public comment portions of tonight's meeting. We'll take it. How many do you have?